ChELL Talks with JU alumnus Akash Kumar Ball.
think, yeah, like the PhD programs in US are always like fully funded, right? So that's why the idea of scholarship does not exist that much, yeah, and that is also the case for even for domestic students like US citizens. So I think that's why. So that's to clear that up. And in the idea of scholarships is in the Europe because not all the PhD programs in Europe are fully funded. However, even if you get a scholarship in Europe, the amount would be actually lower than fully funded PhDs in US. So and that is for either PhDs or postdocs. Like postdoc salaries in Europe is I think even lesser than what we get paid as PhD students. And I'm talking about like big institutes like Cambridge, or Oxford, or like in Imperial College. I think EPFL is a little different. I think ETH and EPFL have some better salary, and also Max Planck institutes in Germany, they're slightly better. And ETH, EPFL are better, but like for example, London, those places do not offer that much salary. I think in terms of academic rigor, I think I have like heard from like people around me is that like especially in our field, I think like in chemical engineering, I think PhD in US is more rigorous than PhD in Europe, and it holds like a more value to it. So for example, one can get like faculty positions, very easily with a PhD degree in US, rather than vice versa. Like having a PhD degree from Europe and getting a faculty in US is like harder. Because like PhD in US is like longer, like it has like a lot of coursework to do. We also have to like have dedicated coursework. Like the PhD system in India is actually like similar to in US. Like so India, yeah, so a lot of inspiration is there. So I think yes, it's typically 5 years. It can be more than 5 years, depending on the field. In Europe, PhD can be completed within like 3 years in some places. There is also no requirement in some cases of publishing papers, even in PhD in Europe. So yeah, so yeah, like that's about it. And yeah, I also have similar views on the master's program. I think right now with everything, probably 10, 20 years back, probably doing a master's was still worth because people could actually get some jobs with their OPT, in US. But right now with the visa situations and a lot of restrictions, I think you guys are seeing the news with H1B and everything. I think it's like a waste of money unless someone is willing to pay 1 crore of fees and then get back to India. Yeah.
Thank you. Like, share, and subscribe.